so I want to keep this bike. So then my next idea was to try to get a way for the this little dog that we got to ride on the back with me. So that's kind of my goal. Here, let me show you one other thing that I hadn't shown before about this bike. And that is this backpack, which I haven't used very much, but there's the Bigha symbol on it. And I just thought there was one cool thing about it that I thought I'd show. Is it stays on here pretty good. You can yank on it pretty good and it doesn't come off. But then you take it by this strap and it comes right off. So this strap has, let me see if I can show it. Has like this cool mechanism. See where it grabs onto that pole. So I hadn't noticed that when I first got this. So that was cool. And I'll show you one other thing. And just this could blow your mind a little bit. So just you may want to be sitting down. This comes off, and there you are. There you have it. The Bigha fanny pack. Okay, so I'm pretty impressed with this. These guys that made this bike tried to reinvent the fanny pack, okay? Which maybe is not something that should ever be attempted, but I admire their chutzpah, or whatever you want to call it. I mean, that's pretty cool that they tried. So I'll just be a complete nerd and I'll try it on. I'm not sure what they've done, if it's totally blasphemous or what. I haven't used this thing much, but it seems like it would be good maybe for jogging, but it might be kind of top heavy. So I just thought that was pretty hilarious. And it took me a while. I had this bag for quite a while before I ever noticed that. So anyways, there's that. And I'll probably post pictures, video of this other thing too, which was kind of my attempt to make it into a cargo bike and have the dog ride in the back. So that's what this thing is. You can kind of see how I sketched out the back metal piece of the recumbent that kind of goes fits right in here. So I thought I would have this part. I figured I could want to make the sides removable, and I just kind of threw this together. I figured if it worked really good, I could maybe do a second iteration of it with like really nice wood. But I just kind of wanted to hack this out, and so my idea was fold them sides up, tie up with rope, which this rope goes around and it holds it together with just drilled holes through this wood, and then it also ties onto the back of the seat. And then I thought also either these sides and the back could be removed, or they could fold down, and then I could kind of rig it up that way. So I'll try and post pictures of the dog. Did like it, which was really neat. But the fear then is, what if he just jumps out into traffic? And that's not going to be good. So I'm going to make one more attempt. I'll probably take these sides off and the back, and alright, so I always want to try to make this thing easy to disassemble and reassemble. I'll show a little more here. So there's the big metal piece that goes in the back here and basically gets screwed on with 2 screws. So here's the back part, and so I just have it zip tied to the board, and then this thing goes in, and I put in my 2 screws, and I also thought, so maybe I'll try to do a quick video and see how quickly I can break this thing down into like a flatbed. goes in. Okay, so little suggestion, once you get one of the pins out, then you can use the other one of the pins that you have out to start the other pins. Never occurred to me until just now. Learn something new every day. There you are. So now I have my flatbed. Okay, so I'll probably use one of these things. I've used for like 1,000 different uses. And this really old, nasty, ratty, foamy. As a shock absorber. Okay, I got one side. I kind of jammed. You kind of grab it like this. I'm not showing this very good. You see. I'll show you the top of it here. Okay. So I kind of grab it like this and then push down the top with my thumb. And I'm able to get those hooks off. And voila! Check this out. Fold it up. If this handle could come off too. And I'm not sure if that's desirable to do that, other than I think that the bike would handle a lot better that way, because now you got your weight down lower. So I think I could get a little flatter than that if I took that handle out. Or I could, oh yeah, and then it clips down like this thing clips it on. See? There you go. So then it stays on there. Now I guess I could use that as a flatbed. This would be great to bungee stuff to. Stick a bunch of crap on there and bungee it down. Oh man, okay, I had a little bit of a snag. One of the bolts ran out of thread, so I pulled it out to put some extra washers on it, and then I snapped it off and it back on. It was a big pain. So I got 4 bolts in there, and so I think I'm just going to cut a quick slice of this foamy thingy. Oh shoot, I forgot to put the foam in there in between. Well, anyways, I'm going to leave it like this for now. It's also important that the dog likes it, so if the dog won't ride in it, then I might not, deal with this. But right now, it's working. It actually, I'm afraid, if I build it too heavy, if I put too much weight on the back of this thing, it definitely has the potential to not be able to stand up with the kickstand. So it's standing up with the kickstand like a champ, and it's looking pretty good. I think I could go over there, throw the dog's bed in there, and just test this thing out. And so I'm going to just do a quick, some way secure it to the seat real quick. And how am I going to get it down the stairs of my apartment? How am I going to lift this thing? Well, remember, I can just take these 2 little screws out down here, and then that whole back piece comes off, and the cage, and take that all off, and get everything down the stairs, throw it back on, screw the 2 screws in, and I'm off to the races. Scruffy, look over here. She likes it pretty good. Alright, we're doing it. Scruffy dog.